Alright head squeezers, Huw James here. I'm currently on Mount Etna down in Sicily, and it is pretty amazing scenery, but I'm here to tell you how to survive one of these bad boys if they do go off. Okay, so first off, why do volcanoes happen? Well, the whole Earth is split up into a lot of plates. We call them plate tectonics. And on these plates, they all move around on something called the mantle. So all these plates are moving around, and sometimes they come together and build mountain chains like the Himalayas. Sometimes they rub past each other and they set off earthquakes. But sometimes, like here in Sicily, one goes underneath the other, and we call that a subduction zone. And you get an upwelling of lava from deep under the crust, and that comes out and up through volcanoes like Mount Etna. Now you might be sat at home, maybe in your pajamas, eating a sandwich, nice and safe, but there are 500 million people who live on or near volcanoes. There's potentially 1,500 of these volcanic beasts active right now. And here on the flanks of Mount Etna is a brilliant example of the threat that they pose. So your number one weapon against volcanoes is always going to be knowledge. Out here on these volcanoes like Mount Etna, we're lucky that volcanologists are monitoring this place all the time. So it's good to keep a radio in your backpack, maybe to listen out for advanced warnings. But there's all kinds of visible and audible warnings just like this. So volcanic tremors are tremors that you can hear and feel in the volcano. We've actually heard and felt quite a few this week as well. And they're all signs that things are starting to get a bit hairy. So there's activity going on inside the volcano. There's magma pushing through cracks and vents, and there's pressurized gases building up, and all point towards there's going to be some kind of eruption quite soon. Most people think the most dangerous thing about volcanoes is the lava that comes out of them, when in fact that's not actually true, because even though the lava is absolutely relentless and will never hold up, as you can see with this house, they don't move very fast. But lava, like I said, just keeps coming and coming. And the lava flows that flow down Mount Etna, they can reach between 550 and 1,400 degrees Celsius. So never try and cross the path of one. Try not to kind of step over one, even if there is one on your doorstep. Now it can get quite dangerous when the lava hits anything like ice or snow, which we get on Etna quite a lot in the winter seasons. And when it does, it creates something called a lahar. And they travel down the mountain really fast, picking up boulders up to 10 meters in diameter. And if you want to try and outrun them, don't even bother, because they can move at 40 meters per second. So how can you survive one of these lahars? Well, to start off with, you've got to use your ears. Lahars make a really audible, really loud rumble, and that's your starting pistol. That's your cue to get to higher ground. Go anywhere where there's high ground, avoid valleys and ravines, because if you do, you're just going to get engulfed. Now, even more dangerous are pyroclastic flows, and these are huge clouds of gas and tephra or ash that flow down the mountain at something like 450 miles per hour. And inside that cloud, it can reach up to 1,000 degrees centigrade. So even if you do manage to find some shelter and survive that, you're going to need a few tools. That cloud is going to block out the sun for at least a few days, so you're going to need some kind of torch. And then something to wrap around your face as well, so maybe a wet cloth to go around your face, because the ash particles can be as small as 10 microns and will irritate your lungs. Not only that, but the sulfur dioxide and hydrofluoride will make a nasty cocktail that will melt your teeth and give you extreme diarrhea if you're not careful. So this is it. Your only option is to find some shelter. And once you do, seal up all the windows and all the air conditioning vents and put towels, pretty wet towels across the doors so that you keep all that ash out. And even though it sounds really tempting, don't jump in your car and try and drive away, because the ash will play havoc with the mechanics. You'll be left stranded in the danger zone. So stay put, check the roof occasionally for a build-up of ash, pat yourself on the back for outfoxing Mother Nature, stay hydrated, and make sure to take a little bit of quiet time to deal with that pesky diarrhea. So since we're hanging around on Mount Etna, I decided to try a few live experiments with my friends just for you guys, and I think you'll like them. So if you want to have a look at those, then just click this button here.